We are back this morning where I built the pad. Oh, it's probably been, I don't know, 2 months ago. I was still working at the big parking lot job and kind of snuck it in, but they got this new shop done. I think he's still in the process of kind of getting everything wired up on the inside, but now we're going to do some cleanup and grading around here. So he also got his power buried to his house and the shop, so the poles and everything's gone. He moved the freeze-proof faucet, so it's all out of the way. So I'm going to try to clean these couple ditch lines up, probably use the loader first. I've about got everything over here because it was just a few miles from where I just did the garage pad in the basement. Plus he's got some dirt the other side of that Connex box or whatever. We're going to kind of move over here and spread out, but I'm going to try to get all this stuff kind of roughed in, cleaned up. I'll use the loader to carry it around, so we're going to probably use some of this stuff minus these big rocks to kind of change the grade in the back and then around this left side where behind the dozer. So I'll probably get some rock heading this way because we're going to re-rock this whole front. I got to get everything. It's going to have a little bit of a swell or a dip this way, but then also all the rock will go that way and drain off, and then I want the rest of the yard to kind of run down the driveway part of it, and this half will shoot off that way. So we're going to kind of take this rock and curve it and tie into the side of the building there. So I'm going to re-rock down the sides, probably come out like 3 feet, and add some more base rock and get that raked up, get a nice straight line down through there. Then everything else will be grass. So yeah, just a lot of cleanup over the next couple days, I'd say. So hopefully 2-3 days we'll get all this kind of graded out. He's going to seed, and I don't know if he's going to seed and straw, or he knows someone with a hydro seed, so they may come over here and do that. And kind of the same thing here, just make it where it's a little easier to mow. So I'm gonna have to cut a little bit of the rock and clay off just to get a nice straight line. I think he's going to move that at some point, but we're just going to kind of taper this out almost to the base of that thing, and maybe even widen this out a little bit, and just making it a little easier for him to run his zero turnover and clean that up. And then I think the whole pile until that dirt is all pretty decent stuff. There's like some rock and some other junk that I need to haul off on that end right there, so I need to strip the grass off all that. But I think this is where, I think part of this came out when he put his circle drive in, is what it's for. So we're going to try to get that cleaned up, and he can get that grass growing and mowing there again. But yeah, we're just going to do a little cleanup around the shop. we're pretty much down to, I was just trying to move this pile of dirt and kind of spread it out around various spots of the shop. So, got the base rock put in there yesterday, graded in front of the shop doors, and then freshened it up around the sides, went like 2.5, 3 feet out from the sides of the shop. That way it make it a little easier for him to mow along and just kind of keep that sprayed. But I didn't get a ton of filming on it because it's so dry and dusty you can't really see anything when I'm working. So luckily we're supposed to get a little bit of rain this evening. It's supposed to get up to like 102 today and then thunderstorms tonight. So by the time it's all said and done, they're talking like a 1/2 inch of rain, which we will gladly take. It'd be nice if we could get just a nice slow soaking rain, because we desperately need some moisture. It's to the point now where it's almost like working with water. Like if you just push the dirt in front of the bucket, it's really hard to shake and stuff like that. So, and I'm blowing air filters and radiators out at lunch, and then when I get done in the evening, so yeah, a little dry, which makes it a little tough to, like I said, try to shape and track some of this stuff in, because it just doesn't pack in quite the way that it needs to. But I'm just gonna kind of use the Hydrema here and just kind of dump me some piles around the shop, and then we'll probably jump in the dozer and knock it down and touch it up with the loader. So I just kind of like using the dozer for a lot of this stuff. It's quicker for one, and I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at running it and grading with it. So, and the air conditioner works a lot better in it than what it does, and it's a little easier to see out of than the loader with it being as dusty as it is. But hopefully I should get all this moved today. There's like some ruts and stuff out here. He said they got something stuck a while back, a tractor or something. So I'm gonna kind of fill this in. I may have 1 or 2 loads of just junk to haul off, but should have it all wrapped up here this afternoon, so that'll be good. Maybe I'm hoping with the rain we do get, would be nice if it would just kind of start off a little light and slow, because this stuff's so loose and dry that if we get a monsoon, it'll just kind of wash and run it up. But and if we can get a decent, a slow soaking rain, it'll probably soak it up quicker than anything, because it's dry. But we'll just make a few rounds for a little while, get this stuff kind of placed, and then we'll jump in the dozer and knock it down. I didn't get to do my walk around or my after last night. It started kind of getting dark and we had rain rolling in, so but I'm back here this morning to pick up all the machines and move them, and turned out really nice. And I'm kind of surprised how well it held up for as powdery as it was, because I think up here they probably got almost 1.5 to 2 inches of rain and some pretty heavy winds, but it really didn't wash or rut it too. You can see, which is good. It kind of tested my swell out, so it looks like everything kind of hits right here on the dirt side of things and runs down there, which is what I was hoping to do. I kind of got now my high point is right here with the rock, and then I got 10 inches of fall across the drive going that way, so I guess that is a good way to see how well it works. So I was afraid this was all going to be washed out and gone, as powdery as this stuff was. He said he did have a little bit at the downspouts, which doesn't really surprise me, so it's kind of washed the rock a little bit there and rutted it up some, but not for what I was thinking it was going to be. It apparently didn't get too much rain right there, so just get my rake out and do a little touching up. Yeah, he's gonna get some splash guards on there, so that'll help with that. But yeah, I am extremely happy how it held up, because yeah, normally when the dirt is as powdery as it was and you get any kind of rain at all, it just really washes it out. It rutted it up a little bit right here, but I may be able to get the rake in there. Some of it, it's probably a little bit damp on the other side to get the loader in there and kind of dress it up, but yeah, this all came out pretty good. I moved all of his dirt pile and kind of brought it up here, and I think it's going to be enough. It's a little steep on this end, but it's about all I can do with the height difference, and I think you can still get a 0-turn mower on it. But yeah, this side, this rutted up pretty good, and then that other one, but it's still, I think it's going to make more of a mess if I try to get the skid up here to clean some of it up. So we'll just leave it be for now. Maybe have to just touch it up with the rake at some other point, but I think it all came out pretty good. So yeah, this was the worst one right here. But yeah, overall, like I said, it's not too shabby. So I'm gonna get the dozer and move it first, and then come back for the other 3. We're gonna head back over and try to start working on our pond finally. So had to have a little bit of a brief intermission to get some other stuff done, but it's back to it now, so we will just catch you guys over there.